much more. Dota Underlords is testing out a battle pass and it's aptly called the Proto Pass. The Proto Pass is not the official pass for the game yet, and is just a prototype as its name suggests. Players who are playing Dota Underlords, which is currently in beta, automatically get the Proto Pass. This Proto Pass will give players unique banners, board times, and emotes, and they can also unlock these by completing weekly and daily challenges. Spiders has released a trailer for its action RPG Gridfall, which also includes the game's release date. Gridfall will be launching on September 10, 2019, and will be available for Xbox One, PS4, and PC. The trailer also showcased the game's combat, which has a mix of magic and melee. Players will face off their other humans as well as some monsters and beasts. The trailer also showed dialogue choices, customization, and even romance. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled is getting a new update, which will address its load times in the Nintendo Switch. Patch 1.05 will also allow players to use Boost Mode, which will help reduce load times, and this feature is available in the Switch as of May of this year. And the way it works is that the CPU of the Switch will be temporarily overclocked when it is used, and patch 1.05 should be available by next week. Rebellion Zombie Army 4 Dead War will be an Epic Games Store exclusive game. Apparently, Epic Games paid Rebellion a lot of money in order for them to accept the exclusivity offer. Previously, Rebellion Development said that they need a good reason to make the game available exclusively in the Epic Games Store, and it looks like they really liked Epic offers and they agreed to it, according to the reports. The Sims 4 is getting an update which will also allow players to create a sim that has a well-rounded traits. The feature is called Create a Sim Stories, and this also allows players to take a 10-question personality quiz. Questions are lighthearted and are sim-related scenarios that ask the players how they will react. The game will generate a sim that with traits according to players' answers. Players can still create a sim the normal way though, if they didn't like taking the quiz. Looks like the Shanghai Dragons are slowly getting their underdog status removed, as the team has emerged victorious in the last weekend's Overwatch League Stage 3 playoffs. The team has been beaten three best teams in the league: the New York Excelsior, the Vancouver Titans, and the San Francisco Shock. Back in Season 1, the team had really disappointing performance as they won 0 games out of 40. Ubisoft has shared details on its upcoming open-world RPG Gods and Monsters. Creative Director Jonathan Jomont and Senior Producer Mark Alexis Cote. God and Monsters is similar to Assassin's Creed in terms of it being an open-world game, but it's much more lighthearted. The game features a narrator named Homer who's telling his grandchildren the story of the game. And the game is 100% based on mythology and features the protagonist of Phoenix. The game is scheduled to launch on February 25th.
Gods need help. They turn to you.
Retro platforming game The Messenger is giving out free DLC levels for players who successfully completed the game. The free DLC level is called Picnic Panic, and it is vacation themed. It is set in an island called Vodkin and brings 3 new levels as well as new boss fights. Various characters from the base game will also be joining the protagonist in this new adventure, tagging along and fighting alongside him. Players will also need to have a save file that's beaten the game's final boss in order to access a Picnic Panic. A YouTube channel that goes by the name Project Racing has shared gameplay footage of his experience playing WRC8. The video showcases a night race with rain, and it is worth noting that the Project Racing tried a preview version of the game, so what we see on the video might not be how it looks like when the game fully launches this coming September. WRC8 features dynamic weather system as well as day and night, and it also features an entirely redesigned career mode. Open source software developer Liberto's popular emulator platform RetroArch is coming to Steam and will be available starting July 30th. RetroArch will be launching for free and will be available for Windows users first. Libretto said we're a bit wary of the support burden that it will also come with a much wider audience, so what we want to do the Windows version first to make sure we can handle that demand. Linux and Mac OS version will also come later.
Mission complete! It's to work with these people and show them the way of the builder.
Dragon Quest Builders 2 has officially launched on the PS4, and this game incorporates a block building with RPG elements and takes place in an entirely new location called the Isle of Awakening. Players will also be completing missions and tasks for various NPCs in the game as they aim to become Master Builder. It also features an online multiplayer mode and the first in the series.
Your cause, there's no end to what you can achieve. Honor, courage, commitment. All these are the virtues of a master builder. And whether playing story mode with the people of the realm and your trusty companion Melroth, or constructing beautiful buildings with friends, build your fate together!
The deal for today is the Railway Empire. This is a simulation strategy management vehicle train, business, or tycoon game from Gaming Mind Studios. Our best price for the game right now is €8.59 instead of €49.99 on Steam. Get to save 82% on your CityKey purchase by buying the game through us via our trusted stores. And we have more deals for you to check out. Just type !deal in the stream chat now and get the best deal of your money. Go to Allkeyshop.com to compare CityKey prices and save more.
It's having an incredible effect on other lives.
Capcom has noticeably increased difficulty Monster Hunter World Iceborne's endgame. The game felt like too much of a walk in the park for many players, which led to them requesting a more challenging experience going forward. The developer responded by significantly upping the ante in Iceborne's endgame. You must first complete the game's main story to experience Iceborne. Capcom has also added a streamlined tracking system that enables players to get through the main story quicker.
Everyone thought it was just a mere myth, but there it is. Velkhana.
Respawn Entertainment confirmed that they have been reviewing a lot more reports regarding cheating in Apex Legends and have announced some anti-cheat plans consequently. According to the developers, the team is hammering out a few preventative measures to stop cheaters from being able to play in the first place. Among the said anti-cheat measures is a system requiring two-factor authentication in specified regions and for certain high-risk accounts.
This is where it ends.
Novarama has dropped some new tutorial videos for Kill Squad ahead of its early access on Steam. As the nature of tutorial videos dictate, the videos explained and showed players how to play the game. However, the videos served dual purposes as they also brandished the fearless bounty hunters you will play as in the game. The characters are a warrior nun named Kaz, a psychotic robot named Zero, a tank brawler named Cosmo, and a gunslinger called Troy. Each of the four characters represents a class in the game. Atlas recently revealed a new Persona 5 Royal gameplay video in which Morgana explains how the new palace treasures work the Phantom Thieves. The video shows a scene towards the beginning of the gameplay where Morgana is educating Joker, Ryuji, and Anne on the status of Volition treasures. Persona 5 is currently PlayStation 4 exclusive, with no apparent intent to go to other consoles. The game launches in Japan on October 31st, 2019, while it will be next year before Western players get the role-player simulation game.
なるほどな。敵も変わってるってわけか。P5R のここ。
Riot recently released a new trailer in which they brandished new project skins for Jinx, Aurelia, and Akali. This news is particularly exciting because it signals the return of the most celebrated skin lines. This is the first time the skin line is surfacing since 2017. It has been quite some time since players last saw project-themed skins, so sights will be set on Project Reconning. These skins are expected to be a part of Update 9.15. Codemasters has officially revealed the official PC requirements for its upcoming racing game Grid. According to the developers, Grid is going to support DirectX 12, much like F1 2019. In addition, the game is powered by this Ego engine and will require 100 GB of free hard disk space. You should be able to run the game if you have an Intel i3-2130 and an AMD FX 300 with 8 GB of RAM and an NVIDIA GT640 or an AMD Radeon HD 7750 for Grid. Anything above the said specs should be able to run the game just fine. Epic has announced Fortnite's next in-game event and labeled the coming weekend as the time frame in which it will take place. Players report seeing several countdown timers have appeared around the Fortnite island, in which suggests the event is expected to take place at 7 o'clock p.m. BST on July 20, 2019. There is something brewing in the Fortnite universe as Season 9 grinds to halt. Players know not exactly what to expect, but they expect it to be epic. PUBG Corp created a sophisticated technical response to cheating in the game. A 4-minute video had been shared with a description saying an update from the PUBG team working behind the scenes to respond to cheaters and unauthorized apps. Anti-cheat operations manager Wanha Ryu explained that their anti-cheat unit will identify the suspicious behavior of players and a report will be made. The analysis team and engineering team will then analyze the hack tool and develop a response. The studio behind Valkyrie and Atomia, Doki Doki Groove Works, is working on a new project. This was discovered because of a job listing that is entitled New PS4 Game Development Project Begins. Make a hit that captivates the world. They are looking for a lot of people for the project, like planners, programmers, sound designers, graphic artists, and management planners. It is also posted that the game will be running on Unreal Engine 4 and that the project will be starting on August or September. Taiwanese developer Red Candle Games, a horror game called Devotion, had been removed from Steam because of a review bomb by the Chinese players. Apparently, the game had a disrespectful reference to the Chinese President Xi Jinping, and players were not happy about it. Red Candle shared an open letter saying that they are taking full responsibility for what happened and that they do not plan to release the game in the near future unless the public would view the game rationally.
I can still hear their voices. Their endless torment reshapes our moon.
Destiny 2's Shadowkeep expansion is arriving soon, and with it comes some combat emotes. These are flourishes that you are able to equip, which can be used to finish off an enemy dramatically. This can only be done if the enemy has a certain level of health. The emotes can be earned through the game, or it can also be purchased through the Eververse. Being able to make the move has a risk and reward factor, as you'll be vulnerable for a short time, but when executed, can benefit your team.
We must bring an end to this suffering. One way or another.
The deal for today is Dungeons 3. This is a strategy general game from Realm Forge Studios. Our best price for the game right now is for €17.68 as compared to €49.99 on Steam. Get to save 96% in your City Key purchase by buying the game through us via our trusted stores. So we have more deals for you to check out. Just type !deal in the stream chat now. Get the best deal out of your money and go to Allkeyshop.com now and compare City Key prices.